Well, Andy.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, how's it going?
It's great to see you again.
Yeah. I mean,
welcome to another DTLT today.
And we're on, like, what, day 4 without Jim?
Yeah, it's kind of like...
I've gotten pretty used to...
Oh, shit.
Hey, guys.
Holy
hey, look who's here.
Look at that.
It's Jim Groom,
It's
I
good
think.
to be back.
Are you Jim Groom?
I almost didn't recognize you. No, we've had the altar here waiting for you.
Thank you for the placeholder.
Yeah, no problem.
I was kind of getting used to the placeholder, but it's, now I...
The talk in the office right now is maybe you and Tim are getting too used to me being missing.
It's kind of like the couches, the cuddle couch is unbalanced today for some reason.
I can see.
Yeah,
I can see. I mean, I don't know what's going on between you two, but I'm a little bit nervous.
Well, we had a real rhythm going, I think, Tim and I did. And now, we'll see.
Don't let me get in the way of that.
We'll see whether,
But Jim's the gas in our engine, so
Sure.
it's good to have you back.
Yeah, he's like the tambourine player.
All right, well, it sounds like you guys are off and running again.
Have a good day. Thanks for joining us.
That's the show.
All right, great.
Now, what are we here to talk about? We got some box on the table here.
We do. We've got
What's up with
a
that?
Microsoft Kinect, which is another awesome toy from George Meadows.
Shout out
faculty.
to George Meadows.
Same guy
He's
who
awesome.
gave
Thanks,
us the
George.
Newton and the Sony Mavica camera and stuff. But this he actually gave us to start playing around with because he has a 3D printer, a MakerBot, on order. And one of the things that we're looking at is being able to do three-dimensional scans of people's faces with the Kinect and actually print them out with plastic.
And all part of a bigger seminar that he's thinking about teaching alongside Tim in the fall called MakerBots and Mashups.
Right.
Which is going to be insane.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome. So
awesome.
He drops this thing off with me on Wednesday night, Thursday, something like that.
Yep.
And I start firing up these programs. And so I found a lot of cool things, and I thought it would make a pretty good episode to start playing around with some stuff.
Me and Andy were surprised. Am I getting in your way? Are you feeling the
No, go ahead.
imbalance?
I was about to say something, but go ahead. I'm so used to answering Tim's questions, but go ahead.
I do feel like a third wheel right now. But we did, Andy and I, together, not separately, saw Tron in the office earlier and weren't sure exactly what to do with Tron.
Yeah, there were all kinds of things vibrating on this body.
It almost looked pornographic.
Yeah?
It really did.
I didn't know you were watching. Sorry.
Yes.
Rather attractive
We
as
were.
well.
All right, so I should probably show them what I'm talking about here.
Sure.
The evil Andy.
What I have to do. All right, so
we need to hit a button, right?
switch over to shot 2,
Okay.
and I'm going to turn my mic on.
Okay. We got a special preview here. We're using the medium
Shot
as it
two
should
now?
be used,
Sure, go ahead.
as usual.
All right. Check. All right, so my audio is still coming through. So I switched over to this mic so you can hear me and you can see me up on the screen. And I've actually got to connect. I can probably pull this camera around and show you. There's the Kinect just sitting on top of my iMac. But what I want to show you all is there's this piece of software called Synapse, which this guy developed. And basically the idea behind it is that it can take your input from your joint movement, so your hands and your feet moving around, and it can send it as MIDI signals. So MIDI is that protocol where you can send audio type signals to a computer.
Sure.
It's actually what controls that board over there to do Wirecast shots, which means you could probably do hand motions and
Do that. Trippy.
So here I am. Let me move this over so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
It goes black a little bit on there.
Yeah, it's been flashing back and forth, and I'm not quite sure what that's about. But basically, the idea behind this is the first thing, and this is the goofiest part of it, because it actually seems to take a while, but you actually have to stand up here and get it to recognize your skeleton. But that didn't take too long at all. So there's my Tron action. So
Awesome.
So now it's actually recognizing the skeleton. Man, the frame rate's awful on that, but I don't really know what to do about that. But hopefully the audio will come through on this. So at this point, it knows where my hands and where my feet are and everything, and it can follow my motions and my movement. Now, that other program behind there is called Ableton Live. And Ableton Live is a program that can accept any sort of input devices, whether they be keyboards or be controller interfaces, and it can play out the music. So now my body is controlling that. So if I move my hands like this, it starts the music. And then you can do another motion, and it stops. So if I move it, start it on, and now if I move my left hand up,
You were showing us the head bob before too.
oh right, that's the
Dying for the head bob.
the Britney Spears. Here we go. Ready?
Give me something. Give me
Trying to make the Britney Spears.
Give me something.
There we go. All right. So I'm gonna stop that.
People are coming up the stairs, so Timmy's stepping away from the door.
No. So that's one thing that we've been looking at. But actually, another one that I want to show people real quick is close this out. Yeah, that's okay. And this is all free software. Now the Ableton's not. I downloaded a trial just to play around with that.
Yeah.
But the input devices and things. So the Kinect is like $99, and then all this software people have been writing is free. They've just been putting it out there, open source code, to get the input from the camera and do ridiculous things with it.
It's awesome.
So I'm going to close this and open up one other thing. I mentioned the three-dimensional stuff where we can basically print out our faces, and I want to show you what that looks like.
Yeah,
And I compared it to Star Wars with the kryptonite thing.
Carbonite.
So, carbonite, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
So-
right. Han Solo.
Yep.
Yeah, so here I
So
am,
awesome.
and you can actually choose how much of your face you want to come out here, like this, and then you could save this file and print it out directly. And if I turn this, you can see that it actually is three-dimensional. There's my face coming out here. Move your hands out.
You do need to. Yeah, there's the
That's
the Han Solo and horror.
Yeah. So
That's
pretty
right.
wild
like this.
stuff.
That's right.
Yeah, you can do. Oh wait, hold on. Oop,
That is
Hold on.
awesome, Timmy boy.
do one of those.
Just fade into the background.
Love it.
Yeah. So anyway, just some really cool stuff we've been playing around with the Kinect, and really awesome stuff that we get to play around with.
Back to one, right?
Yeah, go ahead and switch back.
Yeah. Telling you, that's
Impressive,
amazing
Jedi.
stuff.
Yeah, that's
That is.
So that's what I've been doing today and Friday. Just
Yeah,
playing
and you've
around
been
with-
actually, let's talk about this a little bit. You've been actually talking to me again and again about the work I'm not doing. That seems to be your job.
There's no need to be defensive. You're the big thinker.
I'm beginning to
and
feel like not the big job.
you are representing us in the speaking engagements and the traveling and drinking and things. So I appreciate
And the
your
drinking
work in
and
that
the thing.
matter.
And I've been representing you well in every
Well.
single category.
Good.
So you'll be
Good.
happy to know.
Good.
No, that's awesome. How long did it take you to kind of get this stuff up and running?
Well, like I said, he gave it to us like last Wednesday or Thursday, and I mean almost immediately with the three-dimensional printing program. I mean, it was already compiled. It was just open it up, run it, and there it was. And then today I just started now playing with the audio stuff.
When do we get
So.
the bot? Because he was saying that he wants to keep the bot over at Trinkle. I think we should have the bot.
We need to
here.
bring it over into the office. We really do. It's already on order, so it should be coming within the next several weeks, I think.
So we could
So.
print out Timmy Boy as Han Solo, a 3D version of that.
Yeah, I
So
would
that's
love it.
awesome. We got to
So-
do some DS-106 art
Yeah.
in the MakerBot.
What I want is Dr. Oblivion stuck in the internet, and that would be like an amazing little action figure. Type
Tell him
thing.
about the frost in. Was it frosting?
The Froststruder.
Froststruder.
Yeah, he says he hasn't ordered that yet, but it's something that's possible where you're printing not with plastic, but with cupcake icing. So you can actually print three-dimensionally these objects on top of cake and things, and with frosting. And it will print out, whatever object you put in. So you could have your Dr. Oblivion cupcakes and eat them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm
That
looking
is
forward
awesome.
to a Timmy Boy
It's tons of fun.
Star Wars Han Solo cupcake.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
amazing. Man.
delicious.
That stuff is great.
I love it. It makes this kind of stuff feels like what this office should be, which is a research and development facility. Yeah, not all of it's going to be educational type stuff all the times. You might not always find that application, but these are like the foundations of where amazing things happen. And you want to be in with that community. You want to be the hackers and the geeks that are figuring this stuff out, and that's where amazing things come from.
Well, look, I think Noise Professor is saying he has a Z450 in his lab.
Yeah,
He has one of these.
yeah. Well, not the Kinect. That's a 3D printer.
It's a full-blown
Yeah.
3D printer.
Yeah, he was sending me some pictures of that stuff. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Yeah, we would love to know what you're doing with this, Zach, because I think, like with the video stuff, and, just to speak about the stuff we're doing, talk about lab stuff, we were brought up in the Richmond Dispatch, or is it the Richmond Times?
Richmond Times Dispatch.
Right,
Yeah.
and so basically they talked very briefly about what all Andy and Timmy are doing here with this video setup, streaming, the EC3 on Amazon,
Mostly
all
Timmy.
that stuff. I mean, everyone, right? And then
Yeah.
the whole thing, like from New York City with an iPod Touch and a wireless connection, I could stream that stuff better quality than Justin
Yeah,
or anything right there.
yeah,
I mean, that's amazing to me.
right. No ads, pennies per hour. I mean, it's incredible stuff.
I mean, this is the research. This is the lab. This is where I want to be working.
Yeah.
And I'd be interested to see, Zach, what you're doing with that stuff and how we could kind of play with that. Because, we've been pushing blogs and wiki here for so long. And I still think, that's always can be pushed. But for me, man, that's like air now. It's like,
Yeah.
what next? You know what I mean? Like, that's here.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't have to sell that.
Yeah, and the three-dimensional printing, it's like it's something tangible. It's not just hacking in the, bits and bytes type of stuff, but it's physical things that you can create digitally on the computer and then hold in your hand, which is just mind-blowing to me.
Yeah. If George is up to it, I think for DS-106 next semester, there's going to be a physical material part of that
Yeah.
built in.
And
if he's cool with it.
And you can definitely expect that we'll be bringing tons of swag to Northern Voice next year.
Absolutely.
to talk about this
That's
kind of
right, man.
stuff.
I think we should go as a crew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
To
I think so
ND.
too. So,
Save the money. We'll make sure we have it.
yeah. So
Cool.
I think that's all
Love
we've
it.
got to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
Short and sweet. It's good to be back.
yeah.
Thanks for the
It's-
warm welcome.
Good to have you back. When are
It
you
is
leaving again?
absolutely-
I'm leaving on Wednesday, and then I won't be back for 2.5 weeks. I'm gone for most of the next. I won't be back till
Ooh.
November 7th.
We will continue. We will continue to carry you in your absence here.
No, remember, I'm Jesus. I leave I'm my footsteps.
Right.
Well,
That's
have,
me.
We'll have some kind of representative obelisk of you here.
Why don't you make her bot me
That's
and
right.
sit me
Yeah.
here like this?
Yeah, if that printer comes in soon enough, we'll make a cupcake.
I just
There you
wanted
go.
to say, before I do leave, I'll be on tomorrow's show, but then I will be gone. I'm confident that you two can fly alone now.
You weren't so sure before.
No, now I'm confident.
Good.
Exactly. Be free. Love is setting you free. What did Sting say? Free, set them free.
If you love somebody, set Jim Groom free.
Thanks for watching, folks.
See you later.
DTLT today.
Later.
Thank you.